What's up, everybody? Hashtag 40 Acre Addicts. Joined by my host, Henry. This your boy, Steven. Here for another day, another Sunday of some live talk. Gonna cover fall camp, 2022 season. This is the midst of August. We're in like August 7th, I believe. First week is now had come to a wrap for fall camp. And let's talk about what's happened in week one, Henry.
Man, I just hearing what I'm hearing, and I'm loving it. Loving to talk about, the new guys getting opportunities on the special teams, new returners for the special teams. We've had Jameson back there for ever. He feels like
Yeah.
almost Ellinger's length. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
he's been back there a while. It'll be nice to get a new exciting, playmaker back there in
Yeah.
space.
5 seasons now for him.
Yeah,
Be his
man.
fifth. Yeah.
I'm super excited about that. Like the names that've been thrown out there, they're playmakers.
Like me and you talked earlier, I think Jameson getting out of the special team room and just focusing on his position is best for him. From what
Absolutely.
I've seen, at least, it looks like he's doing pretty decent, even though these receivers are balling out. But the names on these new returners is pretty interesting, especially with Keelan. I don't know who the first string and second string is for the punt and kick return, but you got some interesting names back there for sure. With Keelan and Jalen Blue and Davion Red. Is there one we're missing? I think there's one we're missing.
I'm sure there's a couple we're missing, honestly,
Yeah,
because we
but
got
y'all
some
get the
playmakers.
we got some
Sark's brought in,
playmakers.
yeah, Sark's brought in some heat. You know what I mean? That kitchen's hot,
Yeah,
sweating in there,
absolutely.
boy. They in there
Bring them coming.
sweating.
I mean,
Mm,
you know how hard it is to probably keep your position this season if you're any kind of a starter, like you're going to be fighting for your position week by week. Absolutely, I
absolutely,
think.
especially in the offensive line room.
Ooh,
You better make that
yeah,
block, son, because
you better make
there's a
that block.
giant behind you. Like
Giant
literally a giant behind.
avalanche.
Yeah, like you better make that block, boy. Shoot.
And then you even brought up see if they were going to keep Demarvion Overshawn on the block team for the punts. That would be
Absolutely.
interesting,
Yeah.
especially with him and Keelan. Man, you put them both on the same side, and let Demo absorb. I apologize. Absorb the block. Let Keelan cut around that corner. Man, it could be dangerous.
Oh
And
yeah.
there was actually a percentage. Can't remember where I heard this. Man, probably the Pat McCafe show. I was hearing it somewhere, but there is actually a percentage taken that special teams that get a lot of turnovers, somewhere something along these lines, win 85% of their games.
Woohoo!
So we get a lot of turnovers on special teams. It's like a 85% chance to win your game.
Yeah, and we did that last year. Only we only played 2 quarters of each game.
Each
Like
game.
if we would have played 4 quarters in all the games, bro. Like
It,
we'd
it,
have blew
it had
people out.
it had Longhorn fans questioning whether they were sipping margaritas out their Gatorade jugs in that second.
I said, seriously, like we up enough. We
Yeah,
show what we can do.
we just showed them. We don't got it. Oh shit! What just
We're-
happened? Oh, where's my helmet, coach? Where's my helmet? Yeah.
Absolutely. Come on.
uh, all right, so off with the special teams and on to the defense. A lot of question marks all over the place. Coburn playing on the three-man team. What's up with that?
Mm.
Coburn on the third string team defense during every practice. Like, got a little concerning. I think he was with the ones a couple times towards the end of the week, but I mean, I got high expectations for that man this year, and I hope he can live up to it, or maybe
You got some
you know,
hungry kids on that D line though.
oh man,
hungry kids ready to
I mean,
go.
Collins is ready. Collins, I feel like Collins needs to be more on the edge though than on the D line. That's just my personal opinion. I'm not one of the coaches on the defense. I'm not Bo Davis, so I don't make those calls. But his athleticism separates him from, to me, more like an edge rusher. That athleticism,
Yeah.
which we're in desperate need, especially when you got who, the sophomore plugging up the middle. That's probably why Coburn ain't getting the reps with the Lions. Yours
That
truly.
Byron Murphy is built like a redwood tree. he is he has got some
Deep in the
muscles, bro.
California forest.
That dude's got some muscles, man.
Muscle man.
Seeing him in person that was unreal. Like he is
You
huge.
know, who he reminds me of. He don't, they don't favor each other with facial features, anything like that. But built wise and statue wise, Poona Ford, who he kind of reminds me of. I feel like he's gonna have a better career than Poona Ford, but they both kind of play to that bull rush strength. That's the strength of both of their
Well, they say they call him
specialties.
little Arnold for Sam Arnold. So
Sam Arnold.
yeah,
That's a big name to live up to.
yeah. But he's got the body for it, man. And
Absolutely.
man, it's insane.
Well, we'll definitely see in game one who's going to be the starting 2 or 3,
Here,
because Bo Davis likes to rotate him, which is a good thing. Like Coburn said last season that Bo Davis, there's not really a starter. Everybody's a starter in that room.
right? They just switch him up. Yeah, I'm hearing good things about Baron Sorrell. Hearing real good things about him. Jamon Tapp. Um, who else they highlight?
Jalen Ford's an obvious. That man's been all over the field.
Yep.
All over the field. Especially since the pads came on. No, it's not full pads yet. I think full pads will start this week. But man, that's a dog. That's been developed. That's been developed under Herman and Sarkisian. You know, I think his freshman year was with Herman, and then sophomore with Sarkisian. I could be wrong. Junior, I believe. But yeah, it's definitely going to be a breakout year for him.
I
Demo
think
coming
so
down.
too.
I think that was a big part of Demo coming down to the edge. Was Jalen Ford basically saying like, "Hey man, if y'all need him down at the edge, I got
I
that.
got you. I
I
got you.
got you." Yeah,
Yeah, and that's what we've been needing, man, in the middle of the field. Like really, you gotta have it. You gotta have playmakers there.
I
You
hope to
can't.
see David Bend to do something too, even though
I,
there's
I
not a lot of talk.
I'm glad you brought him up because it seems like everybody that says his name says Gabinda, and I've always thought it was just Binda, the
David
silent
Bender.
G.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
Silent G.
I've been hearing Gabinda.
Bender.
Yeah,
I think his father
David
was David
Gabinda.
Bender. David Bender.
Yeah, I don't know. I would like to get an official pronunciation of his
Pronunciation on
name.
it.
Yeah, absolutely.
We'll
Well,
do another Bolitnikoff award. Bolitnikoff.
there you go.
Yeah, Bolitnikoff. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, we done had to do that segment already. We ain't going back there again.
Uh, we got a blooper out of it and everything.
Yeah. But yeah. The corners and safeties. I'm feeling comfortable with the safeties for one reason. There's a lot of uncertainty on not being the last line of defense like we should have been, like we were in the 2017 season. It's the last time I feel our safeties really balled out. Uh, but
You talk about Chris Boyd, Elliott,
Elliott,
uh,
Hollywood,
Holly. Yeah. Okay.
Devontae Davis,
Oh
number
man.
18. Yeah,
Yeah, you got that INT.
Yeah, they
I
did.
remember it.
That was a good season for the DBs. But that was, and then we came with the legendary class, but it just never lived up to its full potential like it could have under the Brandon Jones, which is now a beast in the NFL.
I love me some Brandon Jones.
Love me some Brandon Jones, boy.
I love me some PJ Locke too, boy. Comes shooting out there
Yeah,
like a cannon. Like,
yeah,
wow.
boy.
What?
That's still one of the best hits in Texas history because you
I
just see him come in like a torpedo. You don't ever get to see the jump. You just see him flying in the screen like a torpedo. That's
for
what
real.
made it
Parallel with the ground.
parallel.
Like,
Ah,
whew. Like really?
yeah,
Man. That yeah, I love me some of them, and I hope they would do something. The defense does something this year to get us fired up about them. You know, like we're fired up about the offense, but
yeah.
I want to be fired up about the defense. I love me some defense.
I love defense too. That's all I played.
Yeah,
I
like,
never
come
got
on,
no
man.
chance in offense.
Yeah, like I understand we got an offensive head-minded coach, you know, but our defense needs to be solid to win
Yeah,
championships. We
that's
have
that's
to
for sure.
stop somebody. I mean, we allowed 200 plus yards a game on the ground last year. You know what I mean? Like it's
And they like a
ridiculous.
hundred and like some like 103rd, 113th something ranked Russian defense in the nation.
Wow. Yeah,
Bad.
one to make you teary-eyed for sure.
I'll
Yeah.
definitely be watching these first few games with my Longhorn glasses off so that I can get a better aspect and a better predicament when we go into play Oklahoma. Because I I feel like sometimes when we start off fast in the beginning of the season, we get too excited, and I want to definitely pay attention to our flaws go
Hmm.
in and start picking out our flaws pretty quickly than having them pointed out to us on ESPN.
Uh,
Yeah.
yeah, but we got some new names, you know, coming back there. We got Ryan Watts. Uh, oh wow, brain fart. Keaton Crawford.
Darren
Uh,
Thompson's
Barron.
returning.
Yeah, yeah, but like I said, I was naming new names. Yeah, we got a lot though. I can't think right now, but we got a
What
lot
about
of.
the
I,
one that
a name that
what?
I want to know about is Ismail Ibrahim, the one that got suspended last season. Is
That's
he?
just who I was about to say. What
Yeah,
about the one who got in
is he
trouble?
playing?
Ah man, we're gonna have
I,
to
I haven't even
let me
checked.
pop it up.
Yeah, I haven't checked the roster out or
Do you know how
nothing.
to
Like
spell that name?
Ishmael, Ishmael, Ibrahim, Ibrahim.
Okay, you got to start all over again.
With what?
His name.
The whole
Oh, I'm
thing?
no. We'll just look it up later. I ain't re listening to the whole spelling out again, and then I'm gonna forget a part, and then we're gonna be on it for 3 minutes.
Wow. Yeah, but I would like to know if he's back for sure because he was a beast in high school.
We'll definitely find out by our next video. Figure out
Yeah.
updated by him.
Yeah, but I want to be excited about them. I want them to, you know, get me excited about them. I want to talk about them, and in order to do that, they have to step it up and show something this year. Stop somebody, anybody, stop anybody. You know what I mean? Like,
So I got an easier question. Who do you think is gonna get more pressure on the quarterback, whether that be with sacks or just pressure, whether the D line or the edges? Because we got Demo, Ovi Gofu, possible Alfred Collins, a lot of mixture up on this edge, and then you got Byron Murphy out
that's
there in
that's
the middle.
that's my go-to. I've got to go with him.
Man, if he has one of those kind of years, it could definitely make Alabama easier because then we won't have to worry about them trying to score 50 on us. If Bryce Young's getting pressured like he did again with Georgia, and Georgia had Jordan Davis up in his face all game. And he had Jordan Davis up in his face all game. He threw picks. He threw game-losing picks.
Mm-hmm. And we got Justice Finkley too with them tree trunks for legs. If anybody's going to give Byron Murphy's legs some competition, it would be Justice Finkley, I imagine.
Justice Finkley, I think, will be on the edge more than Demo is. I think Demo will be backing off whenever they really have Justice and Ovia Gofu rushing. Heck, we could be wrong. We saw an I formation on the defense last year.
We absolutely did. First time,
I formation on the defense.
And it worked. Collins got in there and got the sack too.
Yeah,
it worked.
The most athletic out of them big boys.
That was insane. Yeah, they should highlight that play for the rest of time.
Absolutely.
Yeah, because it wasn't against a chump. It was against Texas Tech.
Yeah. Yeah, that ain't no chump.
That's not a chump.
Even though we did him like a chump, but
that play was insane. I was like, what's happening right now?
I watched that in my living room / porch, and everybody was like, "Yeah, let's shotgun a beer for every touchdown." Okay. 10 touchdowns later. I'm drunk. What's happening? Are we winning? I just know I'm really drunk. Yeah, like that. That is not a smart idea. I will not be doing that this year.
Yeah, you picked the wrong game to do that one too.
Wrong
but
game.
I mean, who would have expected us to put up 70 on Texas Tech? I mean, seriously.
And yeah, that's why I'm not doing it this year, because the offense is really going to be putting it up this year. Really
I think
70 ain't going to be a milestone for them no more.
I think that was one of the games that was in that like 28 straight scoring drives. That Alabama's record we almost beat. You remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hopefully we can beat that this year.
Be nice.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. For real, for real. All right, what's next? Quarterback battle?
Yeah, quarterback battle, because we don't want to get up here like David Benda and creep everybody off the show. Man, I ain't never going to forget that. I said David Benda, I'm sorry. What is that darn name? There's so many names we have to keep up with nowadays. Head coach for the University of Baylor, David Aranda.
Aranda.
Creepiest interview you will ever listen to. Just go check out RJ Young's show, #1 ranked show on YouTube.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Well, thank.
Okay. Anyways, man, we got 3 good QBs ready to go.
If you haven't seen, Malik Murphy is a giant amongst them. He definitely won't have problems seeing over this line. Just throwing that out there.
I was fixing to say he's the only one that can truly see over their helmets.
Yeah. I gotta take this hat off, man. It's killing my ears. These headphones are killing my ears. Y'all wanted it though. Y'all wanted to hear better quality, so we did it.
Yeah, we're trying.
Headphones. Yeah, not a headphone person.
Well, we've heard that Jameson picked off viewers. We saw Card throw some mad bombs. But Quinn's throwing the mad bombs too. They're just, I don't know.
I think if we choose with Card, they're gonna have to stick to a more short game kind of passing offense. which I don't want to see Card out there, but if Card were to take the starting position in week 1, I want to see us sticking with a lot of slants. I know he ain't really for the curls, but some
See,
shorter posts.
we ain't about that life, Steven.
Yeah.
We're finna drop 60, 70, 80-yard bombs on people.
I want to see a pro spread style hybrid offense with some go running backs. I want to see a lot of running,
We're
just off
gonna see
old
some
school.
excitement.
Yeah,
It's
see,
not what we want.
bring that D up, and then just start dropping bombs. Every time they see them corners come in too tight and trying to press, and we see these safeties coming in to help support the run, I want to see some bombs by Ewers. That's why I think he's going to keep Ewers in there, because we have the ability to do that. We got the backs to bring them safeties in and make them corners press up against the receivers, and then just one of them boys have to get past the safeties and bombs away.
It's not gonna be hard because we got three stars on starting wide receivers, like
Yeah.
absolute studs. And
And we
then their
got
backups are
our
absolute studs.
stallions.
Yeah,
Stallions
absolutely.
back there.
I see us, man, just bombing the ball this year.
He
Bajan takes
definitely
off running a couple times, man, and defense starts like, oh crap, Bajan's running all over us. Whoop! There goes Sark.
there goes
Next
Sark.
play, just gone. We saw it all last year. They just couldn't connect on a lot of them. Like if
Didn't have
X,
the right quarterback.
yeah, if somebody would have been there to throw the ball perfectly to X every single time that he was open, that boy would have had 1,500 yards last year. Easy,
15, 20 touchdowns.
easy. But they
Yeah,
just, I mean, sometimes they were throwing the ball out of bounds
yeah.
on post routes, fades to the corner. Like, what are you doing? Like, don't y'all
Oh, you
practice
try,
this
coach. You
intensely?
try.
You practice that intensely. I don't want to hear about a thumb. I don't want to hear about that.
I mean,
I want to
we'll
hear the sound.
find out. I'm pretty sure this week we'll find out who wins that quarterback battle, because he said he's not going to be waiting till the last minute like he did last year. And we're three Saturdays away from that's from us. We're 3 Saturdays away from week 1 of college football.
Facts.
We got 3 weeks. You can't just be thinking of our week. When you're thinking of your quarterback battle and you're wanting to pick a starter, you got to think of when college starts in general, because you got to start watching other teams, and you got to have your guy being the main one sitting front row in that quarterback room, paying attention to that footage.
hmm
Gotta have that starting quarterback this
I
week,
think
man.
he said he was gonna wait till after the first scrimmage,
Okay.
or something about a first scrimmage. It could be before that. It could be after that. But yeah, you're right. The first team needs to get as many reps with the first team as possible before the season
Now.
starts.
Yeah.
Yeah, they need to establish the entire full first team.
That wholeness.
Yeah, I'm talking about
Because
offensive line and everything.
if they get that rhythm down and that flow going week 1, and it's just a cakewalk over Louisiana Monroe. That is week. Make sure I ain't thinking of the wrong team now. Louisiana Monroe. Week 2 against Alabama. It's gonna be a lot more comfortable. A lot more comfortable. We won't be biting our nails, hopefully, which I think we're gonna be biting our nails anyway. At least when it comes to that second half. If we start off fast in the first half, we're going to start biting our nails like, oh crap, is going to be like last year?
Gonna
Is he
be
going to
over
change
with
it?
in the second half or what?
Yeah,
Like, are they gonna continue this beat down, or are they gonna get beat down in the second half? What's gonna happen?
I think Longhorn fans don't need to be surprised if we start off fast against Alabama. That doesn't mean that we're going to automatically win this game, but I think Nick Saban's definitely going to be kind of expecting Sarkisian to start off all gas, no brakes. So I think he's going to be kind of conservative to start the game and see what kind of team Sarkisian has built in this 1 year transformation. And because Nick Saban's smart like that. He's smart like that. Now,
Yeah.
he ain't worried about a 2 touchdown lead. You know how many times he's come back and beat a 2 touchdown lead? A million times. He's just going to sit back that first little bit and see what Sarkisian's all about.
Oh
Sarkisian
yeah.
better be ready.
Yeah, Sarkisian, he's gifted.
Yeah,
He's
he's gifted.
gifted. If Jimbo could finally do it, I don't put it past Sark to be able to do it. But then again, their defensive front is unreal, and our offensive line is unproven, and we don't even know who's going to be our offensive line,
Yeah,
and that's scary.
I see them making some starters this week on that O line, and then kind of rotating as it goes along through the next course of fall camp, and it could be changed up all the way till the Alabama game. Probably
Yeah,
have some changing up there in that Louisiana Monroe game. They'll probably still be treating that when it comes to the O line as a fall test.
oh yeah, I truly expect to see probably 10 different offensive linemen in that game at some point or another.
Yeah, I think we'll see almost every lineman in the Louisiana Monroe game, but you're only going to see probably 7 to 8 against Alabama. They're going to have something solidified by Bama.
Hmm.
Do all your testing now and switching around in week 1 and get it right by week 2. Guys to.
Damn it, Herman.
So,
That's the nightmare he left us with.
yeah. So the note on in this topic in tonight's show, 1,000 receiving yards for 2 receivers or 1,000 rushing yards, 2 backs, or both. What are your thoughts, Gat?
My thought is that the wide receivers are more likely to get 2,000-yard receivers than the running backs will be to get 2,000-yard seasons. I don't. I mean, Roshan has it in him if he was a starter somewhere else, but when you're sitting behind Bajan and it's his last season, he's going to get the bulk of the carries. You know, so no, I don't see Rashawn getting anywhere close to 1,000. But the receivers now, I mean, there could be a possible 3. I
Yeah,
mean, honestly,
I could see even a possible X, Isaiah, and Jatavian over in the tight end room, making it 3 to 1,000.
yeah, because
That's
Sark's a
just
genius. He can get anybody the ball.
yeah, and he's been in the NFL and he knows how valuable tight ends are to an offense. If you got a Gronkowski as your tight end, you win a
You
championship.
use him. You use him.
You
Yeah.
use them. Tight
You.
ends are dangerous in the red zone, and we have had a lot of problem in the red zone over many years, over the whole course of this Longhorn 12-year span of yeah,
Yep.
well put,
Yep.
well put. So
Yeah,
with
I could
all
absolutely see the wide receivers though.
yeah, 2 of them.
Absolutely. Yep.
That's it.
Heck yeah.
So so with that being said, what do you think the total offense statistics would be at the end of this year in yardage?
Wow, what a question.
Because you got the LSU year, and I'll hit that up real quick. But I want to say that was like 6,000 total LSU
I mean,
2019.
honestly, the numbers could be insane. When man, they could be insane. Last year we put up, awesome numbers for 2 quarters. But if
They
they
were
could do
second.
that,
They were second in the nation with 6,024 passing yards.
LSU.
LSU, they were second in the nation. They're first in almost everything else, pretty much. But yeah, they're first in the nation with this average of 7.89 yards per play. Second for 48.4 points per game. Second with 6,024 yards passing. Oh, that's it. Passing yards. Whew. He threw for 6,000 yards passing.
Mm-hmm.
61 passing touchdowns, 95 total touchdowns, 726 total points.
And see, that's what leads me. I'm drinking the orange Kool-Aid, but we almost beat them. We should have beat them that year. We should have. 100%. We should have won that game. But we lost it for ourselves. And that team, that UT team, is nothing like this UT team.
Nothing.
So, beating Bama is not a dream. It can be a reality. We are a talented team, and we're Texas. We're Texas tough, baby. Bring it. There is hope, y'all. Just keep that in mind. There is hope out there for us making a
As
showing
long
against
as long
Alabama.
as Matthew McConaughey showing up in the burnt orange caddy for game day, because it will be game day in week 2 down at DKR. That's a
The
given.
tailgating's gonna be insane.
Insane. Like I
Uh,
honestly wouldn't mind going down there for that weekend just for us to go tailgate. You have a truck. I got a small barbecue pit. I can grill up.
I hope we roll the tide.
Hold the tide.
I hope we roll.
Regardless, regardless, we'll be together for that game.
Oh yeah.
Whether whether it's your house, my house, tailgating, it don't matter. But yep, for all y'all out there, we appreciate y'all watching. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, ring the notification bell. Enjoy your week. Get ready for college football because it's coming in fast. We're at 20 some
It's gonna,
odd days to kick
it's gonna
off for
be
the
here
first
before
game.
you know it.
Man, like that, baby. Love y'all. Y'all have a great night. Hook 'em.
Out.